Absolutely beautiful. One hell of a day going through the Straits of Gibraltar. Today is World Oceans Day.
That might get a bit better.
Those of us here at 11th Hour Racing, is basically like the Super Bowl. Thought maybe we'd take a second to talk about the oceans. As of yesterday, we're in the Mediterranean Sea, always a hot topic as to what's a sea, what's an ocean, whether they're the same thing. I'll leave that for another forum. But one thing that we always do before we leave is we look at the environments that we may transit. Always good to know about the animals you could see, learn a lot in the process, and thought pass along a few examples that I learned myself. So the Straits of Gibraltar, which absolutely walloped us yesterday, is home to a very unique species, and an isolated, genetically isolated species of orca killer whales that only kind of hang out around there, and they feed off of the migrating bluefin tuna. This is a century-old fishing hotspot through the straits there, and these huge tuna go every fall from the North Atlantic into the Med, and then late summer on the way back out. But really big deal for that region as far as the industry and the history is concerned. And also for orcas. We didn't see any orcas yesterday, but doesn't mean they weren't there. Always nice to imagine what's going on underneath you. What else? We are currently working our way towards Spain, up there, and Alicante around the corner. And this corner of the coast that way is part of what's called Whale Way, which is another migratory pattern of large rorqual whales that go from the Ligurian Sea, which is kind of up near Genoa. We'll be finishing in that stretch of the Mediterranean, and they go out into the North Atlantic through this very way here. While the season may not be ripe for it right now, midsummer there's some really big fish that come through here. The baleen feeding, kind of like myself here, the species. Very popular destination for whale watching along the coastline. And then just highlight a few things going on under the water. There's the Mediterranean tapeweed, which is Posidonia. My Spanish is terrible, but I believe it's Posidonia. And the Balearic Islands have a really interesting program repurposing that seaweed, both for erosion protection as well as like a fiber-based plastic product, replacing plastic, I should say, biodegradable. And then obviously coastline restoration is a really important job going on with protecting the seabeds underneath the water. And then I learned a lot about, I'm a big shark guy, I learned a lot about the angel shark, which is an almost extinct bottom, it's more of a fish than a shark, but huge restoration project going on in Spain, in particular outside the Mediterranean, the Azores, trying to bring the angelfish back to a sustainable population. But I encourage you guys and girls to spend as much time as you can learning about places that you might be going. You'd be amazed what learning does to inspire you to protect it. You can learn a lot about the fragility of the environment that you're currently in. Just looking at a piece of plastic in the water right now. And also don't forget that reporting what you see is really important too. Don't be shy. There are some nerds out there, far more educated than I, that always find something useful from any bit of information that you have. So please do that. Enjoy the ocean today, tomorrow, and have fun. I know we are. We've got just a little bit of this race course left in front of us, and we're chipping. So happy World's Ocean Day, everybody.